Hello everyone, today we will see static model and frequency response analysis of a bracket using ANSYS Workbench. So let's get started. So we have the bracket with proper dimensions and having the depth of 120 mm. The bracket is fixed at these two holes and the pressure is acting at the top of the bracket as shown. Now the input is the material used for the bracket is structural steel and having these mechanical properties, and the pressure acting at the top of the bracket is 100 Newton per centimeter square. So using the ANSYS we have to find out the 5 natural frequency, that is using the model analysis we will find out the normal mode as well as the frequency response for the displacement using the harmonic response. Apart from that, using the static structure we will find out the actual stresses and the corresponding displacement due to the pressure. So let's see how it works in the ANSYS workbench. So once we come to the ANSYS workbench, in the analysis system we have the different solvers. So today we will see same example with the 3 different solver. So first drag the static structural into project schematic. Then drag the model and put it into the cell of model. Then drag the harmonic response and put it into the cell of model analysis. So this is the static structural, this particular solver is for the model and this is for the harmonic response. We will see same example and we'll see how it gives the result. So first of all we need to draw the geometry. Now once you come to the design modeler, select the XY plane, rather before that select the dimension which are in millimeter, select the XY plane and now draw the geometry. See we have very simple geometry, so we will draw it very quickly. We will not waste our time of doing this particular very easy geometry. So just will make it sure that our time will be saved. Now at the end of the polyline, see, once we reach the point P, select the click the right button and keep it as closed end. Now give the proper dimensions. Now once the proper dimension is given, go to the modify, go to the fillet, 30 mm fillet is selected and select these two lines and give the fillet. Now go to the modeling, go to the extrude, select the sketch and apply it and give 120 mm depth. Now we need to draw two holes on this surface. So for drawing the hole on this surface we need to select this particular planes. So we have selected the plane and first we will see can we really draw on this plane or we need to create new plane for this. So now go to the sketching and select the circle and try to draw the circle on it, and we are exactly at this plane because our global coordinate system is placed here, so we can draw the drawing on this plane. So it is useful for us. Once you provided proper dimension and proper location, go to the modeling, go to the extrude, apply the sketches, and instead of adding the material, remove the material, rather cut the material. So it will cut the material here and generate. So we have the hole here. Now we will go to the ANSYS mechanical and we'll see how the static model and harmonic response analysis will work for this particular model. Now once you go to the project schematic, one thing you will observe that the geometry is updated in all 3 modules. Means you can see it in a static structural as well as in a model as well as in harmonic response. So in this way we will solve our problem. So now click on the model. Now once we come to the ANSYS Mechanical, one thing you will find that in this particular solver you will find static structural model as well as harmonic response at one place. So this is the very beneficial thing this ANSYS software is providing us. We can solve the multiple solver in a single frame. So first we will mesh the object. So for that we need to give the sizing. We'll find the size and generate the mesh. Now once the mesh is provided, now we'll go to the boundary condition for the static structural. First we will give the fixed support at this hole and apply it. Now provide the pressure. Now unit of pressure, the thing which we need to see, which is 1000 Newton per centimeter square, and the unit provided here is megapascal, so we need to convert it into Newton per mm square. So it is 10 Newton per mm square, which is nothing but 10 megapascal. So in solution we are interested in deformation. We'll see total deformation and ask for the solution. Now in the deformation, see the total deformation is of 0.2 mm, and obviously it is maximum along the y direction. So keep this thing in the mind and we will see how it will help us in further process. Now go to the model. In model analysis we need to provide the support only, we need not to apply the forces. So we'll drag this fixed support and put it into the model solver and ask for the solution. Once we have the solution, see we will have we have different 6 frequencies and various mode shape we need to create for it. So select all, click right button and create mode shape result for it and ask for the solution. In solution we need to see carefully which is the mode shape which we are having interest. So first we will see first mode shape, second, third and fourth. In fourth mode shape we can find out it is a linear movement in the bracket, and the way we have applied the pressure we can conclude that our bracket will behave like this. So one thing, now we will move to the harmonic response, taking the total deformation 4 at is 1919 Hertz for further process. In harmonic response, first we need to change the analysis setting. In analysis setting it is asking for the minimum range to the maximum range. So we know that in 1990 Hertz we are getting the exact displacement what we want. So we'll keep the range among it. So 1900 to the 2000 Hertz is our range for which we will work. And now apply the other condition like fixed support. We will drag the fixed support here from above, as well as we can drag the pressure also into the harmonic response same, and ask for the solution. After we are getting the solution, go to the insert, go to the frequency response and go for the deformation. Select the complete body, apply it and solve. Now once we get the frequency response, now we will see how to read it. The frequency response curve is plotted between frequency versus amplitude. As we have selected the frequency 1900 to the 2000 range, so it is showing only for that particular range of frequency, and that frequency is showing their respective amplitude. From this graph you can clearly see that as this particular section we are having the maximum amount of amplitude. So we need to find out this particular frequency at which we are getting the maximum amplitude. So we'll see in the table at V 0.678. So 0.678 amplitude is for 1920 Hertz frequency. So 1920 is that frequency which may create the resonance condition in our bracket. In actual, the particular total deformation is only for the 0.21 mm, but this frequency, at what frequency, 1920 frequency, we may get 0.678 mm, and if this particular frequency matches with the natural frequency of the body, then the resonance may arises. So for while designing to lower this particular frequency, we need to apply the material, or we need to change the material, all the things which we need, which are useful to stiff that particular bracket, we have to apply for it. So in this way we can see how the static structural model and harmonic response analysis is carried out at one place, and we also discuss the result between the harmonic and the static structural. So once you go to the project schematic, you will find that all the project analysis system are green check marked. So we have solved all the models like static structural, modal analysis, as well as the harmonic response. So in next class we will see another problem of mechanical vibration, and we'll see how it solved using the ANSYS workbench. Thank you very much.